Hey, Fran fam. Welcome to Life and Style with Francyne. Happy Friday Eve. I am your host, Francyne Walker. And joining me today is Trina Sanchez. She is the CEO and founder of Izma Entertainment. It is a hybrid branding company that has worked with some of the most familiar household names. Just to name a few: Jay-Z, Beyonce. I know you guys have heard of them. Snoop Dogg, Christina Milian, Kevin Hart. We're going to get into just how she has built her business and how she is making it happen even in these pandemic streets. Please join me in welcoming Trina Sanchez to the show. Hey, Trina.
Hi. Hello. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for being here, lady. I am truly impressed. I love to see, especially in these times and just with all the negativity swarming about, it was just a great honor to have you on the show because I just love to see women doing their thing and thriving. And it's just a source of inspiration for people like myself, people watching, to see someone, a young Black woman making it happen. Talk a little bit about Izma Entertainment. Who is Trina? How did you get started? You know, I'll start with the first, not to answer all those at the same time, but I'm just like excited. Who is Trina Sanchez first?
Okay. Thank you so much again. Trina Sanchez is a woman from Los Angeles, California, raised in Carson, California. And I started ISMA from the fashion industry. So I was a fashion designer and I was producing my own fashion shows when I was in high school. From there, I became a manager for models, and I also became a casting director assistant. So I had the opportunity to work on set, to work with celebrities when I was only 17 years old.
Wow.
Moving forward, I basically told myself, I think I know my passion. My passion is entertainment. My passion is management. My passion is working behind the scenes. So I went to college for a little bit for fashion design, but I just knew fashion designing was not my passion. My
Sure.
passion more just making people dreams come true. That's really what inspired me and motivated me to see
Hmm.
my friends on TV. And I was the reason why they was able to be on TV. So that's how I started in high school. Actually, one of my classmates' mother was a big talent agent in Hollywood, and I just interned for her. And from there, I branched onto my own. I started working with bigger names, bigger clients, and till this day, I'm still managing talent and casting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I always say it's such a fortunate thing when you know early on what it is you want to do. And you can build your life from that place.
Right.
So you started in high school and, had the opportunity to intern with someone who obviously knew the business. So you were getting that hands on experience. Talk about what are some of the challenges you've faced as it relates to in this particular space. How have you and Isma Entertainment pivoted?
Okay. Working in the entertainment industry, especially in Hollywood, is a lot of challenges. People think it's like so glitz and glittery and gold and beautiful, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles. One of my biggest challenges that I face over the years is replacing a model, replacing a talent.
Yeah,
After you book talent and the talent cancel, don't show up, it makes me look bad. It makes my company look bad. And I
yeah,
also lose money. I lose money because at the end of the day, I only make money by booking a talent, a commission. So
yeah.
that was one of the biggest challenges is replacing talent. Another biggest challenge is working on set for hours, sometimes a full day. That's like a really big challenge if you have other things going on in your life. If you are
Yeah.
a mother, which I am a mother of two, so working on set, not really being home, flying, traveling here and there,
Yeah.
a little bit of challenging challenges, but at the end, it's beautiful because again, you're making someone's dream come true, and for two, you're closing deals, and for three, you're making money. So it's worth the challenges at the end of the day.
How old
But
are your babies, Trina?
I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old. She just turned 10.
Oh, and I say babies because anybody, they're all babies to me. My baby is 28, so it's still my baby. And we'll be 29 actually on Saturday, so they're all babies. Um, so you say you're making others' dreams come true. Is this a dream come true for you?
Yes, I will say when I graduated from elementary, I was walking the stage. The principal asked all of us, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" When I was walking that stage in elementary, I said I wanted to be a producer or a director in the entertainment industry.
Wow.
Yes, I'm living my dream
Yeah.
because it was my dream as a little girl. And at that time, I didn't know nothing about entertainment. I just
Yeah.
knew that's where I wanted to be. So I am living my dream, and I want to help others, bring their dreams to life. And that really, really inspired me so much to meet someone at the grocery store. They don't model, they don't act, and I'll say, "You have talent. I see it in you." And I said, "Have you ever thought about modeling?" Like, I'll just scout people, and
Yeah.
I'm not a model, and they'll probably be bagging groceries. They'll
Well,
be
you
at
have an eye.
here. And I
Yeah.
say, "You're beautiful." So next thing you know it, they're big time. They're
Yeah.
big time to this day. Big influencer models are big celebrity models now
Yeah.
that started at the grocery store.
How has social media enhanced your business?
It enhanced tremendously when it comes to potential clients, meaning potential buyers, clients that want to hire talent. It hurt me when it comes to managing talent because
Okay.
talent are so accessible online and on social media where they can book themselves now. They don't need a manager. They don't need a manager anymore.
Yeah.
Back in the day, managers and agents was very, very important to a talent because we are the ones that give them the opportunities and the jobs, and we are the one that send their pictures, their headshots, their portfolios. But Instagram and Facebook became a portfolio
Yeah.
for talent.
Yeah.
YouTube became a reel for actors and actresses. So it hurted me and it also enhanced me. It's like so.
Yeah. So that's interesting because the other aspect of that, would you say the positive aspect of having a manager is, first of all, getting paid? So when you are self represented, do you find or have you heard of where you might not get paid for it? Whereas if you're going through a management company, you're going to get your money.
Right. We fight for our talent. We fight for their money. We fight for them checks. So
Yeah.
the good thing of having representation is because it's more security in a
Yeah.
way, because there's strangers out here that will make all these fake promises and sell you these fake dreams, and you do your work, you show up to that shoot, you did everything you're supposed to do, you're promised to get paid after that shoot, you probably
Yeah.
don't get paid. They probably don't even contact you back. They got what they wanted, they got their content, everything.
Yeah.
So I have a modeling academy now. So I try to give models and entertainers tips on making sure you have contracts in place if you're going to self-represent yourself. Make sure
Yeah.
you contracts and an agreement between you and that interested party that's interested in hiring you. So that way you make sure you get paid. That way you make sure you get materials like your footage or your pictures after the shoot weeks later.
Yes.
Um, there's a lot of scams in this industry. You know, I've been scammed before many times. So I learned the ins and outs of this business, and I
Hmm.
learned how to be protected.
Yeah. That is such an important point, Trina. The security. And you see all these different movies and just series, television series that talks about the danger of sex trafficking
Yes.
and how you have these fake agencies,
Mm-hmm.
but you also have, on the other hand, someone who is self-represented sees something on
Right.
Craigslist, on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, and you go to that particular job and it's a setup.
Yep.
So, you said that yes, now Instagram people can, be a little bit more independent, but with an agency, would you say that you're going to vet that particular assignment as
Right.
far as the validity of it? So, it almost sounds like, yeah, you got that, but you also have that agency that will look out for you, that gives you that extra level of protection. Whether you're male model or female model, I would imagine I'd want that protection because it's so prevalent. Like you said, the scams, the trafficking. What's it like navigating as a woman in a male dominated industry?
Good one. Good one. I will say that I am a survivor. So it's a little tough, and that is one of the reasons why I got scammed years ago. Um, it was a male that was also a manager and a talent agent, per se. And he contacted my company and stated if I can help submit models or actors and actresses for a film.
Hmm.
Everything looks so legit, from contracts, from call sheets, from everything. and
Sure.
and he stated that big names is attached. I'm not going to say their names, but he stated some names that was going to be attached to this film. So of course I'm looking at this as a great opportunity, especially when contracts come in place. Make
Yeah.
a story short, my talent went there, scam. He tried to sexually harass her. Um, I basically was at a point where I'm like, oh my God, this is danger zone all the way. First time experiencing something like that where someone that you thinking is so professional, that whole time you're comfortable to send your talent to this production because it sounds
Sure.
so good. And at the end of the day, it was not good. So this guy, I rebuttal. We took actions, legal actions, and that's what he did not like. Basically, he wanted to shut me down. He wanted to make false advertisements against me and my clients because I was mad, and I rebutted. I
Good.
basically I stood up and told
Good.
him about himself, and he didn't like it. And basically,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we was told that he was mad that some of the models that I worked with was signed with me and not with him. So
Yeah.
again, that's a power trip. Basically, I'm a female managing talent, and he felt like, why these girls working with her when they can work with me. So I deal with that a lot with some of the males in this industry, but I don't let it fade me. I keep going. It don't discourage me. I basically I love the hatred at the end of
Yeah. Yeah.
the hatred because I I'm the one that tells the models to be careful doing this, do that. I give them the heads up and the tips that the guys don't want me to give them. So that's why the guys kind of low key hate me because
And
I give them the game. I give
that is,
the new models, the new faces that's just
yeah.
coming into this industry, the game of the do's and the don'ts. Yeah.
Yeah, that girl. I mean, I'm feeling that because I could, that is very prevalent in not just the fashion and entertainment industry. You find a lot of people who sell, if you got stars in your eyes,
Hmm.
then you're in a prime position to be taken advantage of.
Yes.
And that ambition and desire to excel in this business is used against you.
Right.
Um,
Right. And I was that type. Like when I was getting in this industry, when I was younger, I was like I was getting taken advantage of because I was so
yeah,
anxious just to work on this project or work with this type of client or work with the celebrity. So a lot of people used to just, oh, call Trina, she'll do it, she'll book for you, just pay her whatever, because when I started out, I was interning a lot. I wasn't charging much. I just wanted the opportunity. I just wanted to build my portfolio and
sure.
my roster. So now I'm a beast. Like
I
you
love it.
measure me
I love it.
tough cookie now when it comes to contracts, when it comes to negotiations and this and that. But over the years, a lot of models had bad experiences where I became like their therapist because they would tell me all their stories. There's some models that's no longer here today that basically dealt with domestic violence and not here anymore. So um,
Wow.
I started like a nonprofit called Only the Strong Survive Foundation. And
Nice.
that foundation is to help struggling artists, models, and performers that suffer from depression, that suffer from sexual abuse, domestic violence, and mental abuse. My nonprofit basically helps a lot of artists in the entertainment industry.
We need it.
Yes,
We
we do.
definitely need it. And it's so timely because I believe this weekend is mental wellness awareness day or something like that. Yeah, I know it's breast cancer awareness, domestic
Right,
violence awareness this month, and definitely not downplaying any of those
right,
particular awareness um, entities
right.
because they're all important. But we need it. We need it more than ever. We have to be our sister's keeper.
Yes,
Um, and it sounds like that's what you're doing, by way of being the godmother
mhm,
um, and the mogul, um, as well as the philanthropist. Um, and watching over and making sure, because this is a tough business, right? It's a tough business. I mean, you have survived. You said it. I'm a survivor, and now you're thriving as a result of the lessons you've learned. But we all, when we have a desire to become something, whether it's in this industry or not or another industry, there is that greenness about us, and where we can get taken advantage of, um, and sometimes we overcome and sometimes we don't. So it's like, oh
right,
God, they're by the grace go I,
right.
um, where we all are we were young at some point in that space trying to make it, and there's always those predators. There's always somebody trying to take advantage of you, trying to climb your ladder to, to get your star. So that's
Right.
excuse
Yeah.
me.
Women, see, the models, they deal with it. They deal with it a lot. Like I said, a lot of my
Yeah.
models I even hear anymore to this day because of, the struggles that they have to go through to try to become a successful model. There's a lot of people out here that don't support models, like their family, their partners, their siblings. They just don't support them.
What do
And
you think that is, Trina? What do you think that's
I
attributed
think,
to?
well, when it comes to partnerships, because I was in a very controlling relationship where I was unable to really pursue my dreams because that person didn't support it or didn't want me working in the entertainment industry. So I think what it is mainly controlling because they see the spark in you. They know that you can be successful. They know that you can be liked and wanted by many. They don't want that. They only want you for them. They
That
don't
makes
want
so much
nobody
sense.
else to recognize what they have.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I think that's where a lot of it comes from. It's basically control. It's controlling. It's
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
being controlling. And
Yeah.
I just was inspired to start this nonprofit after I hear so many of the same stories from these ladies and men too. That's it used to be called Model 101 Domestic Violence Foundation, but now I changed it to only the Strong Survive Foundation because a lot of men deals with a lot too. And I don't want to leave my men out because a
Sure.
lot of men don't just deal with the domestic violence aspect. A lot of men deal with a lot of mental issues and depression that cause them to be violent because of them having lack of guidance, lack of
Yeah. Yeah.
lack, so
Yeah. Because you
my
could be a star in the making and have those things
right.
that, you know, you have some traumas and some different things that occurred in your childhood that
Right.
are showing forth in your adulthood.
Yep.
So, and you can still be a star. I mean, I was watching, oh gosh, Get On Up with
Okay.
the James Brown story. And I had known, I knew James Brown, of course, but
Mhm.
his story and to see how he was, as a child, how he grew up, but he was a
Right.
star, but he was also an abuser, but that stemmed from his childhood. So,
Mhm.
it's definitely something we all need to look at. And sometimes there's not even um foundations like your own in place to address that and to not only address it but attack it. So that's definitely needed. So not to make it all sad, what are
Mhm.
some of the most memorable projects that you've worked on? Just name a few, name a couple.
Mhm. The most memorable projects is maybe working on some like fashion show events and conference. I love doing conference panels.
Okay.
So I did one 2 years ago where it was a panel and a concert
Yeah.
where the guest was able to shop, mingle, network, eat, drink. Then I had two different panels. One was about entrepreneurship and business, and the other
Mhm.
one was about social media. Like I had a lot of big social media influencers on the panel, and for the business entrepreneurship, that panel was a lot of athletes and investors. And at the end of it, we had a concert. So that was very memorable. I had a really big, huge car sponsor. That's a big, big brand name that basically came and partnered with me on it. So I really, really enjoyed that event because first I thought I was unable to pull it together because I'm like,
Yeah.
there's too much going on at once. But at the end of the day, it was amazing. It was a success. So now I'm gonna take that same concept and do it online. And basically, that is coming up November 1st. And one of our performers will be Eric Bellinger. And that I'm excited for that. I love
Nice.
events like that.
Now, are you taking new talent? Are you accepting new talent? And does the talent have to be Los Angeles based?
Good question. No, they don't have to be Los Angeles based. Yes, I am always accepting new talent, but I will say most of our work and our opportunities are in Los Angeles.
Got
Due
it.
to COVID, there's a lot of virtual opportunities. So I do have a lot of companies and brands that will send product to my clients, pay them to promote on their social media, and yeah, that's pretty much
I
the book
I
that.
noticed that when I was doing my homework.
Mhm.
I noticed on your social media, beautiful, beautiful talent, by the way,
Thank you.
that you did um, note that there were some virtual opportunities for
Right.
brands. You know, it's kind of like digital brand ambassador.
Yep.
So, which
Very big right now.
yeah, because I used to do ambassador work, and so after COVID, I said, "Hey, I'm not going to be out." I mean, of course, after post COVID, pre COVID, everything was plentiful, but once COVID shut it down, there was no customer to customer or the brand ambassador, nothing, because we couldn't make any contact. So then
Yep.
once they went back into it, it's like, you guys really should do um digital representation of your
Right.
product. But a lot of companies are still slow to move, would you say, because they're so used to doing it this one way.
Yep. Yep.
So, but the internet is wide open. You
Wow.
know, you talk about we talk about the Instagram models. It's like, but the legit Instagram models,
Right.
that are getting paid by way of, agencies like you versus whatever. But yeah, that's definitely, I noticed that. So
And
they
a lot of the Instagram comedians are doing really well online. I
Yes, yes, Tony Baker, Antonio. I mean, I follow a few and they're just like, and I think it was I can't think of his name right now, but it's one guy. I said, "Wait a minute." I was watching some movie on Netflix. I said, "This is an Instagram Lala."
Mhm.
So yeah, it's
A lot of them.
it's
Blame
Cardi
it on
B.
Cardi B. Yep.
Cardi B started on Instagram being exactly who she is right
Mhm.
now. So everybody, is tripping like, no, that's Cardi B has been who she is, and
Yep.
she just has money now, So
Yep.
um so you can, your social media is at Izma Entertainment, or is at Izma ENT?
Correct. So
Okay.
it's at Izma ENT. My website is ismaentertainment.com. Potential talent can apply online, and potential clients that's in need of models or talent can also apply online to become a client. And we do have an upcoming TV show that I am producing where I will be casting talent for,
Okay.
and that is ASAP. Right now, I'm looking for a lot of talent for this TV show.
Okay. Okay. I'll make sure I put that information in the comment section,
Okay.
post show. One more question before we go. What does Trina do for self-care?
Nice. For self-care, I love spa. The spas are closed right now, so
Yeah. What is one of your favorite treatments?
the full body scrubs and massage, oil massage. So
Oh,
so basically, I've been having some withdrawals since they've been closed. I've been like, ugh, I need
yeah.
it
You need
bad.
it. You definitely need it in your business.
Yes, but that's one of my self-care. Praying and meditation is also my self-care. I really don't watch television, so I do a lot of like relaxing, listening to R&B music. That's one of my self-care. And I
Yes.
encourage those that work hard, like if you are a hardworking entrepreneur, mogul, executive, or anything like that, I tell people all the time, make sure you focus on self care. I
Good.
used
That's
to.
good.
I didn't used to. My mentor told me, Trina, you have to focus on you because if you become unhealthy, if you become sick, or if you become out of mission, then your business is out of mission. So you have to balance personal with business. Make
Yeah.
sure
Yes.
internally you are straight. So I really advise everyone that's watching, you're working hard. If that deal didn't go through, if that project didn't go through, if this plan didn't go through, don't stress, don't worry, relax. It's gonna come through. Don't worry.
Do you have a team, Trina, that you have a team with your staff
Yes,
that supports you in your success?
yes, I do. I do have a team. During COVID, we have slowed down.
Okay.
Um, I feel that it's towards the end of the year. This is the best time to start scouting new talent. The
Okay.
reason why we kind of slowed down during COVID is because I had to figure it out. I had to figure
Yeah,
out because I made things happen by sending talent to auditions or sending to
sure.
shoots. So I had to really figure it out. Like, let's take a pause for a minute, team, because we want to make sure that we're still are able to keep our company going during the
Yeah,
COVID, but
yeah,
also educate our talent what to do while it's downtime. Best
yeah.
thing to do, build your portfolio, educate yourself, do a lot of online networking. It's the best thing to do while it's downtime because there's not that many shoots right now.
Absolutely. None. Now, I know I cheated and asked one question, but I really wanted to ask something personal about you. Um, for anybody watching, you said something very important. And I just wanted to reemphasize that the self care piece, finding the balance between your personal and your professional. Um, I did want to ask one more question. With the modeling academy, is that a virtual academy, or do you have to be in Los Angeles to be a part of that?
No, now it's of course virtual
Okay.
now, but when we did have it, it was at a facility in Los Angeles. But right now it's virtually. It is honestly better being in person because the hands-on training is the best training that you can get. Where we're teaching models their facial, their structure when they're taking
Yeah,
photos, poses, their walk when they're modeling catwalking. So the hands-on is so much better than virtually.
yeah.
We do offer classes virtually for anyone around the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish you much success.
Thank you.
Again, your story has been inspiring. You know, lots of grand nuggets, not little, lots of nuggets for us all to take away, whatever industry we're in. The self care piece is great, looking out for protecting ourselves, you being an advocate for models, male and female, you know. wish you much success as the angel and businesswoman that you are. Thank you for being on the show. I will post that information for anyone that is interested in getting representation, as well as modeling, the Modeling Academy,
Okay.
and um, even wanting to possibly donate to your foundation, to your nonprofit. So thank you, Trina,
Thank
once
you, beautiful.
again.
Thank you.
It's been my pleasure to speak with you, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye, guys. Take care. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Life and Style with Francine this day. We That was great. That was just a lot of great information. Hopefully, you guys, got something from that. And we know that it's definitely something we need to take advantage of as far as that kind of information. So that concludes this edition of Life and Style with Francine. Remember, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, drop us a line at lifeandstylewithfrancine@gmail.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Francine Walker TV, or on my Facebook. Life and Style with Francine is my Facebook page, so be sure and like that. And you can also see um, the playback, replay of this interview on YouTube, as well as all of my interviews on my YouTube page. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube page so then you can get notified on the next Life and Style with Francine. And until next time, have a great day and a great weekend. Talk to you guys soon.